Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to what is gonna sort of be the closing episodes, plural, of Let's Build a Mansion. We're really nearly complete now. So close. I've gone ahead, I've done the bathroom because we've already done like at least two bathrooms already on this series. We've just used the same designs. Nice shower here, toilet, some shelves, a sink, and some paintings. I think it looks nice. And I've done the two bedrooms as well because we've done like 5 of these already as well. So I've got like a bluey themed bedroom here using brown carpet instead of grey carpet. In the main mansion we use grey, light grey. In the mansion here we're going to use, or in the annex here we're going to use brown because we're very sort of dark wood orientated, and the grey will blend in too much with the clay and the brown will give a really lovely contrast. So that's the sort of theme we're going. We're sort of building this for an older person, and older people seem to have more antique-y, dark oak furniture, you know, proper good furniture from when they've sort of lugged it around from house to house. At least all the old people I know have. And then here we've got more of a pinky, a purpley bedroom here with the same sort of designs. We've got a foot locker in this one, and in the other one we've got a little bedside table. So they're different. Just using sort of similar designs. Sounds good. Sounds good. So let's work on the kitchen / dining room today. I think in the mansion we used blocks of iron for our kitchen surfaces, for our counters, because we were going for a modern look. Here in the annex we want more of a traditional look, so we're going to go with wooden cabinets. And I think what about jungle? Is it? Yeah, that's too. It looks mouldy, doesn't it? I think dark oak. That might be a little bit too dark. Yeah, I like normal oak. Oak is a really nice one. Do we want it? I don't think we want it sideways though, do we? I think that's a pretty good size for maybe a little bit long, maybe 1 block longer for the kitchen. Because we don't really need much. You don't need much in an old person's kitchen. We only need 1 furnace. We don't need 2. We have a double range in the mansion. This one's a slightly smaller one. And then we want a nice extractor above it here. Maybe a cobblestone wall following that up. And then maybe like a chiseled one, so it goes out at the top there. Yeah, I like the look of that as a little miniature extractor fan. We also want kitchen cabinets here, so we need to actually point all of these downwards, obviously. Like this at the top. I like this, a more traditional one. Yes, beautiful. I like that. We also need a sink. So let's put a sink in. I don't know why I always put water in the sink. Like, if you went round someone's house, imagine going round someone's house and every single sink was full of water. Can you? You'd be like, what are you doing? What is your house? Why do you keep water in your sink? However, whenever I do it on Minecraft, you always fill up the sink with water. It's a very weird phenomena that I don't really understand. Let's get a painting to go behind the splashboard here. Can we put a rail on there as well? Crouch. I can't. Does that pop that off? I thought I'd done this last time and it didn't. Nope. Perfect. Good. Okay. We need some brown countertops here. So we're going to go with some brown carpet to go above these. And I'm also going to do them above these ones as well. You can't really see them, and a lot of people forget this, but when you're down below, you can just see the top of it. You can just see the lip. It's a really nice sort of touch to it. Okay, I like that. Let's grab some item frames. I'm actually really surprised that we haven't hit the item frame limit on our world yet. I thought we would by now. I don't know, maybe in the most recent update they extended the cap. It's very likely that they did. Very likely that they did. Oh yeah, we can do them at even weirder angles now, can't we? Oh, it takes so long to turn them to where you want them. I'm not going to complain. It's very useful that we can do that. Okay, and these ones are all going to face down. These ones all lift up. That's what they do in my house. Anyone's up above or lift up. So very traditional, very, very traditional. I like that. What a beautiful little kitchen area. People saying that, you know, you forgot a microwave. I don't know how you would do a microwave in Minecraft. If you know, then please tell me. I don't really know microwave. And someone said, what about a kettle? It's like, well, I suppose you could use an iron bar or maybe a cobblestone wall, but you sort of create more problems than what you're solving. So I don't know. There is one thing that you can do, is maybe a brewing stand as a kettle or something like that. That doesn't look too bad. It sort of looks like it's steaming as well, doesn't it? Okay, we'll go with that. For the table, in the dining room in the main mansion, I think we went with an oak-style table. We went a very traditional dining room. So I think to keep things different, we're going to go with a piston table in here. So let's grab some pistons and some redstone blocks. Now, how big do we want this? We don't want it massive. What about like a 3x3? And then it's sort of I know it's not round, but it almost looks like a round table, like a round kitchen table there. I think that's pretty nice. And then we get some nice dark furniture to go around the side. Now we can put the brown carpet above here. I don't know if that would look amazing or not. Like, yeah, I think I do like it with the carpet above. And then I'm going to take this one away here and replace this with, what would it be? White, black, white. Put that there. And because I want to put a cake there. Oh, so it doesn't matter what I had below it, does it? We're going to grab some, it's not brown carpet, brown wool to go in the middle. And then like put a cake on the top of you. You have to have a cake on top of your dining table, don't you? Not a steak, a cake. they rhyme, but they're not that close. Oh, a fridge. We need a fridge. Let's put let's put the fridge in here. Fridge. I'm really boring in the fact that I always do these the same, but I do like to do them the same. I don't know why. And no, I'm not gonna make it function. I don't like it when they function. A lot of you guys do. I'm not a huge fan of it. So we're gonna put that on there. We've got a nice fridge in. Modern fridge. Usually they are still white goods, aren't they? Okay, I really like that. And let's grab some string and some brown carpet and put in some nice small shelves wherever they go. Down here is a perfect spot for them. I'm thinking 3 blocks wide to keep it in line with the table and 3 blocks high. And maybe on the other side as well, because symmetry is very important. Some paintings along the back here. I'm thinking about like smaller paintings. Maybe single ones. We could have, let's grab a block so I can force a small one. Small one there. A small one there. Yeah, that'll be good. And a small one there. So we go boop, boop, boop. Look at that. 3 different ones. Could you ask for any better? So they're nicely centered and symmetrical as well. I really like that. Doesn't require anything. We've got a nice huge hallway door going down that way. I don't think the kitchen needs any more than that. I think we're good there in the kitchen. So, for the lounge, think old people. What do old people have in their house? They have a small TV. They don't have a huge flat screen one. Your grandparents might. My nan does, to be fair. She has a larger one. However, it's not, you know, when you think of older people, you usually think of sort of older furniture and stuff. And that's the sort of idea I'm going for. I'm going a little bit, what's the word? What's the word when, it's going to annoy me for the rest of the episode. I know, it's right on the end of my tongue. When someone says, oh, that's being... Nope, it's gone. I can't remember. It'll come back to me. You guys probably know what I'm talking about in the comment section. Put your guesses to what I think I'm saying in the comment section below. Let's do a nice small sofa here. Is that a little bit too close? I think that's a little bit too close. Let's move it back a block. I might even want to put it right back. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put it right back. And I'm going to do a single chair as well. Like this. let's get... I think I'm going to do with signs, in fact, not item frames. On the side here. It'd be cool if you could colour signs, wouldn't it? Like, if you could have a white sign. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like that. And I think I want another sofa down here as well. Make a little bit of a tea area for the older friends that they might have come over. And let's get a nice dark grey carpet to go on top of this white stained clay. There's a nice coffee table when I can place them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Little TV there. I like that. Now, we want a video rack. Usually I say this is a DVD rack, but as this is sort of an older person, they always still have their VHS videotapes everywhere. There we go. What else would an old person have in their lounge? Sofas, chair, little TV. I'm thinking about my nan. My nan lives in my annex. She's got an annex like this. You know, while I have the house, she has the annex. She has sofas, chairs, TV. She's got a wooden cabinet, like how we have in the bedroom. Not with a door, though, actually. It doesn't have a door on it. It just has some... Oops. It's quite a large one, so we're going to do it like... Oops. Do it like this. And she has her ornaments in it. She has, like, crystal stuff and little dragons and things like that. I'm half tempted to do a smaller one here. Like that. Yeah, that's pretty good, and it lines up nicely. Would we like a rug on the floor down the middle here going to there? I think we do. So we've got the dark grey. I think I want to go with the dark grey and maybe a purple? No, it doesn't sort of go. A blue would go sort of well with the walls. It's sort of the closest we have to it. So let's have a random sort of pattern here, like that. And then stick those in there. Yeah, I like that as a little rug. Maybe to here as well. Yeah, I like that. I think that's nice. That adds a nice touch. Fills up the room a little bit better, doesn't it? And then we'll go around with some paintings. Look how quickly we're working today. Oh, perfect. Another 2 wide one would be nice. Nope. How long is it going to take? There we go. No, it's the same one. Of course it would be. Oops. That's good. Yeah, I like that. And a single one there. I think that's good for the lounge. I don't think we need anything more. It's nice and cozy. It feels very, very cozy. Okay, in the art room, we were going to use some armor stands. I'm going to put a couple down. I'm going to put one down there and one down there. And then one of them, let's not use dark wood though. Let's use a light wood so it stands out against the floor. And some signs. One of them should be able to sit down and paint. And this one, she stands up and paints. I like that idea. So then we need... How would we do her paints? Okay. I think I'm getting some ideas. Let's get a spruce wood. Nope, that blends in with the floor. Let's go with a jungle wood, like this. And then a flower pot as the paint pot. So this way she washes out the brushes. We'll put another one over here. Like that, so you can wash out her brushes. And then I think what we're going to do here, right, is grab some grey carpet, some string, and some item frames. Those 3? I think so. And then put some item frames on like this. Oops. On like this. And then grab some dyes. Where are the dyes now? Here they are. Let's have red, yellow, green, blue, white, and black. And then we'll put these on randomly. Like this. Black one, blue one, and yellow one. As the paint pots. I think that's pretty cool. And then in here, I want to have loads of paintings as they're like ones that she's done. I can't put it above the... Is that right? I can't put it above that. So I want to have loads... Yeah, like big ones and small ones. Yeah, I like... Oops. Oh, I broke it. How unfortunate. Okay, no, she... Don't think an old person would paint a skull. Maybe they would. I like that one. I don't mind that one. Can I get one over here? Like a double tall one from here. Or that one. Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it? So it's like a collage of all different paintings that they've done in here. I like that. I like that. If I get some redstone, would it look like paint has dropped on the floor? Do you know what I mean? Like a little bit of red paint on the floor. There's nothing else that we can do with colours, unfortunately. I got a smile on my face because I think it's quite funny. I wish you could put other stuff on the floor and make it stick there like the redstone. Because it does look like red paint, doesn't it? A little blob of red paint here and there. No, I think that's good as a little art room. How unique, how unique. And then we've got the hallway, and that's it, really? Okay, bookshelves. We want an actual bookcase. So let's... Oh, that's a perfect spot for a bookcase. A nice large bookcase with a... oak slabs along the top. I like that. We want some shelves at the end, so we'll grab some string and some carpet here. Do I want them 4 wide or 2 wide? Like, would I want it there? Or like that? I think I like 4 wide. I don't usually. 3 blocks high. Oh yeah, that does look nice. That looks really, really nice. Painting is a perfect spot here. I want like a 2 block, a 1 wide, 2 high one. Yeah, like that. I think that works really well. And a table there as well in jungle wood, because we found out that it sort of stands out quite well. We want that there, there. And I think there's still enough room to walk down the middle. Yeah, it doesn't look too cramped, does it? Here, I can have another. Can we get the other? Or another 1 wide, 2 high paint? Yeah, perfect. And then put another table in here. This jungle planks actually look really, really nice. Perfect. I don't think that needs any more. I think that's good like that. Maybe a rug on the floor. We'll go with a blue and grey one like we had in the lounge. And we do a random pattern like this. Fill the rest in with blue. Oh, how lovely is that? Oh, it feels so cozy and warm. And I think this is now the annex complete. We have the art room. I like that. I really do like that. Art room. We have the bedroom. We have another bedroom. We have the bathroom. We have the kitchen / dining room. And a nice lounge as well. Amazing. That's so cool. Okay, so I think all that's left now is the basement that we need to put in. Sauna's done. Changing room is done for the inside pool. Changing room is done for the outside pool. I think we're pretty good. Okay, let's have... How are we doing for time? Could I get this to work? Let's have a quick go. Let's get some sticky pistons. And get those slabs back. And we want sticky pistons in these ones. Because we wanted this to go up and down. Or someone suggested to make these able to be lifted up and drop down. I reckon we can do it. We'll have to have the lever down on the floor, though, instead of up here. But that's probably not terrible. Oops. We'll have the lever there. Oh, oops. This is carpet here. I forgot. And grey block. Grey block. There we go. Okay. So that, when it's on, we'll need to power our pistons. Now, this isn't actually easy. This isn't easy. I think what we're going to have to do is take this out and this out. This then has redstone Yeah, this is actually going to be, well, not complicated, but larger than you might think for us to be able to hide it all up. And keep it all under the carpet. Like that. Like that. Like this. But it should work. I can't see why it wouldn't work. Oops. And then the repeaters. There. And there. And the same on this side. Oh. We've got a redstone lock. There. And where's the lock? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Of course. I need to get it back up there. This is getting more complicated than I thought. I thought, this is easy. I can fit this in at the end of any episode. Obviously not, as the case may be. I need... because that powers those two. But then I need to get the signal down. Hang on. If I had repeater there, and then a block here with that there. It does power these two first, because the redstone's right there before it goes through the repeaters. That's a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's not gonna worry me too much. And then if we get some carpets again, I can then carpet this up. Oh, I can't put that one there though, can I? Because of the lever. Unless I put the lever on the... No, I can't. I could put it on the inside. Like if I put the lever there, it solves all the problems. So I think I will. I think I'll put that there. And carpet all of this up. Oops, that's low. I shouldn't really be filling it up with carpet like this, but why not? There we go. We can stand on it. We won't fall through it or anything silly like that. And that'll hide all that up. And then we can flick the lever. And then I like that. I don't like seeing the grass though. That's the problem now. I need... No, I don't... I should have filled it in. I shouldn't have been lazy. Oops. I shouldn't have been lazy. That was a bad move. Don't be lazy, guys. Fill it in properly. Uh-huh. That one. 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 I can't do anything about that one. And have I done these ones? I haven't done these ones. That just hides up being able to see those tiny little bits of grass. Now I think we've got everything. I don't think that we can see any... we might be able to see one redstone wire. But that's it, right? Yeah, we just see that bit. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. And then... shoop. I like that. That's a nice little touch. If you guys enjoyed the episode, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then please subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode.